And we're back. Day 2. As you can see, nothing's changed. Shit's all over the place still. But successfully stripped down the A3040 LE. It's in pieces. Here's the casing. So I've taken out a lot of the components individually and I've marked them in bags just so I don't mix anything up as I go. Just trying to clean out the sump bolts. And I'm just going to be working my way through, and then we'll be spraying some rust converter on some of the components that are rusted up. Apparently this neutralizes the rust and then turns it into a primer, so we'll be using that. And then the housing will be sprayed a nice zinc protector galvanic silver. This will just make it look nice and new. And then, if I remember correctly, I took it out. No idea where I put it. Where did I put it? Ah! And then some of the stuff will be sprayed this. My plan is to actually spray the torque converter, or well, that torque converter, black, because I just think it'll look nice, as well as the casing of the oil pump and some of the small bits and bobs that go on the top of the transmission, like the breather lines and things like that, the brackets, just to give it a nice break up and see how it looks. So yeah, let's get started, and we'll start cleaning, and then as we go along I'll give you guys updates. Sweet.
Drowning in the lost emotion, crying like some kind of ocean from my eyes. But I got up out of the hopeless. Yeah, I got over you last night. Wasn't it easy to believe I would be broken forever? Thought I would never see the light. You didn't need me, so I went looking for somebody better. Thought I'd be sadder, but I'm fine. Washing my tears away, I watch my heartbreak go down the drain. My heartbreak go down the drain. My heartbreak go down the drain. I finally learned how to let go. I don't even feel the echo of your touch. I've never been so in control. Only love I need.
So there we are, prep for paint. Alright, welcome to my extremely professional spray booth. So yeah, it's nice, it's in the sun, beautiful day for spray painting, so I can cook. So we're just going to use some of the zinc black to that's not good.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
So let's spray.
Washing my tears away, I watch my heartbreak go down the drain.
While the paint carries on drying, we're going to continue cleaning this bad boy and getting it ready for paint. So this should be fun.
My heartbreak go down the drain. My heartbreak go down the drain. My heartbreak go down the drain. You forever, always be tethered to your love. Grass isn't greener on your side. You're wishing we were together, but I'm not. Just watch. go down the drain.
is never gonna be any good for you or me. 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 This is never gonna be any good for you or me.
Looking good.
This is never gonna be
Yeah, with some cardboard that came off over there, but that's not a big deal. But all in all, I'm happy with that. Looks brand new. Yeah. So those can carry on doing their thing. Should be dry by now. But I can sit in the sun a bit longer and play. Now we're going to carry on cleaning the housing and then spray the main housing.
Come true. Come true for me. Come true. Come true for me. Maybe high, naked in the car. Wine is fine. Home is very fine. Come true. Come true for me. Come true. Come true for me. Baby high, naked, nerves and young. Home is very far. Come true. Come true for me. Come true. Come true for me.
So this is after a wash now. We're just gonna leave it in the sun to dry up a bit. I have wiped it down, used the air nozzle, or air gun, as some people call it here, just to blow dry some of the moisture off. But it looks good. Some of this white residue it's normally what happens when aluminium starts to corrode, so I'm not worried about that. Once I tape it all up, I'm going to actually hit it with a rust inhibitor. That'll bind and convert whatever sort of corrosion there is on here and just stabilize it, and then I'll go over it again with the silver zinc, and that will just protect this casing from, you know, however many years left this car has in it once I'm done. So yep, on the side note though, these bad boys have been baking for a while and are pretty much easy to pick up now, which is good. That means that it's still sticky a little bit, but it's not picking up marks of the cardboard anymore, which makes me happy, although there's a little bit of a defect. I'm not too worried about too much because majority of it's going to look good. I'll get rid of that on the side there, but from a standpoint of the pipe, they look good. These still going to need to cure overnight anyway, so we'll leave those there. They can carry on and we can move on to the next casing. You know, there's only 18 minutes of battery life left, so I'll have to record some of the stuff on my phone, but we should really normalize bringing cars back to life, man. I know, like, the world is going full on EV, and to be honest with you, I don't know entirely if that's a good decision, but I don't even know if it's a feasible decision. But this is not the discussion I'm trying to have. I'm just trying to say We should normalize bringing cars back to life. You know, I work for a dealership. I'm a foreman at a prestigious dealership that works on Audi, Porsche, Land Rover, Jaguar, and Volvo. Particularly, I specialize only so much on the Audi side. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, this day in and day out, I see these cars that are getting older, that are amazing cars. And I saw this when I was at Mercedes-Benz. I saw this when I was at Honda. I saw this even when I was at Kia and Hyundai, Mitsubishi, Suzuki. I saw this at all the dealerships that I worked at, with all the manufacturers I worked at. It's becoming so common to have things no longer available. They don't make the parts. It's difficult to find non-OE manufacturers of the parts or OE manufacturers of the parts. You know, and it's just sad, man, because there's so many cars that are going to just end up on heaps one day unless they're restored by the manufacturer who can make the parts. Or if you're an engineer or something, then you can physically fabricate and produce parts yourself, which not all of us are. And it's sad, man, because, you know, I'm really passionate about these pieces of metal with 4 wheels that bring people happiness. And I think, yeah, man, we should, as car people, we should fight with everything we have to keep this industry as much as we can, as long as we can, so that generations down the line will know what it's like to not only hear the sound of some of these engines and see their capabilities, but maybe even experience it, you know? I mean, who knows? 30, 40 years from now, maybe people don't want to experience it, you know? How many people ride horses now? I guess very small demographic. And it turned into a hobby and a passion, but yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know. Random renting, ignore me. There's the parts. We still have to spray the bell housing, which we'll be doing now, because today, as you can see, is a phenomenal day for spraying and drying paint. So that's the whole idea. Anyway, but the main casing is sprayed. It looks amazing. So we can, this is cured for about a week now. So I can pull all of the masked up covers and stuff off, as well as this pump is cured for the week. So I can remove everything on here. Or I might leave this on here for now until we decide what I'm going to do. Because I think I might have to take the state out of the other one and put it in here. But I still need to make sure if they're exactly compatible. But for the time being, we're just going to spray this, clean up the sump, which will be our next job, sandblast the sump, get it ready for paint, which is behind this whole setup of transmission internals. Sump's back here, we're going to move that apart, and then we'll be sandblasting that, cleaning that off, and then spraying that as well today by the end of the day. That's the initial plan. Whether everything goes according to plan or not is a different story, but that's pretty much where we are. Trying not to stand and babble too much while I'm doing this. I just want the videos to pretty much contain actual footage of what's going on as much as I can, and I hope you guys enjoy it. But before we go any further with anything else, there's one very important thing that we have to do before we go any further with any other spray jobs or anything else to do with that. Is eat lunch. Let's do some spraying. That is pretty damn good. Everything's covered up. No spray on the inside of the sections of the housing. I'm happy with that. Now, the outside. Oh, some of it got exactly the best. I should have actually done that better, but anyway. Well, I'm not exactly excited about that because I don't know if you can see. This is perfectly fine. Let me move the camera a bit closer. This is perfectly fine, the way this turned out. The edging and everything is perfect. There's a little bit of uneven sort of layering of the paint at the bottom here, but I'm not too worried about that. What I've got a little bit of a gripe with is if you see there how I taped up these sections. I actually taped up like an idiot. You can actually see that. I taped up way too much. So that's a bit annoying, but you live and you learn, and it'll be in a section that you can't really see, so I'm not too worried about that, to be honest with you. As long as the main sections of the housing look pretty good. I mean, hey, you're bound to make mistakes somewhere, aren't you? I love that thing. One of the best purchases I ever made for the workshop. It's a quick update. Josh is here. He's busy working on the bike, trying to get his project going. We are currently sandblasting the transmission oil pan, which is taking a lot longer than I thought. It's got a few layers on it, which seems to be layers like some sort of anti-corrosion application. I'm not too sure what it is, but we've done, that's the ballast cover. Yeah, ballast cover. Well, actually I think that goes part of the engine, but that's just the cover where the torque converter bolts go. That's been sprayed black with the bolts, and the 1UZFE's bell housing has been sprayed completely, and it is looking good. It's difficult to show you now, but I'm sure you can see it's looking brand new. It's looking spick and span. So we're going to leave that to set. It's got its third and final coat on it now. Oh, well, the inside of the bell housing, I basically did 2 coats because nobody's going to see that, and it's going to get dirty and full of shit over time being underneath the vehicle. But the outer section of the bell housing got 3 coats, and those 3 were allowed to set. So the second coat is on the inner of the bell housing has only happened now. That'll set for another 20 to 30 minutes, and then I'll bring that inside, and then I can cure for the rest of the week. And hopefully I can get that sandblasted by the end of the day. This place is a mess. And sprayed at least 3 coats by the end of the day is what I want to do, so that can also cure for the rest of the week. And then when we get back, we start putting this sucker together. There is a tool that I've ordered that's coming online. That is a transmission. It's like the clutch pack spring compressor, which allows you to remove the circlip in the spring and get to the clutches on the internal clutch packs. So we'll be doing that as soon as that tool arrives. Sweet. Okay, so finally done with the sum. That took a lot longer than I thought it would. As you can see, this is the after. I managed to get all of the paint and the residue that was on this oil pan off. So that's fine. We can then prep that for spraying at a later stage. But I'm happy how that came out. That means we're making progress. That means that next week I can spray this, allow it to cure, and I can move on to rebuilding this transmission because it's ready, and slowly getting this bad boy back to how it was when we started, if I can remember how any of this shit goes. But that's the plan. Right now I'm going to pack it up and go home because I'm pretty beat. But yeah, obviously more videos to come, which I'll be putting into a compilation, and you know, putting them together and making one large paper mache of content. Man, I've got so much more stuff to sandblast. I still got the prop shafts to do, the base plate for the transmission, which I can't fit in the sandblaster, so that I'm gonna have to wire wheel, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. Anyway, till the next one.
This is what you're waiting for. I think we're ready to rock.